Let's look ahead then to the Coalville game this weekend. Obviously it's an FA Trophy time, not a league fixture. Do you treat this game though as though it is a league fixture?
100%. I mean, you go out there. We've done work on what we're going to do this weekend. We've worked so much on Coalville this week about what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are. We have a game plan, and then hopefully it all comes together come Saturday. But we've worked, very, very hard on how to approach this game mentally, and how we know we need to come out the blocks flying come Saturday, and put in a real strong solid performance again. And
the team that you pick on Saturday, would it be the same regardless of it being Coalville in the FA Trophy or say Kidderminster in the league?
Yeah, I'll pick the team that I feel wins the game. And I think that's like any manager, it'll be what I think is strongest to start against the opposition that we have.
This club's obviously got a proud tradition now in the FA Trophy. The last two times it's been involved, it's won the competition. So does that place a little bit of extra pressure on your shoulders to maybe take it seriously? Because we know not all managers at this stage do.
Yeah, the cost is. I mean, I think you want to take it as far as you can, and who wouldn't want to go to Wembley? What a fantastic achievement. And I think one thing the club had something to shout about last year was a great day out, and I'm sure you all drove back home from London, very proud to have the trophy. So you want to do it for the fans. You want to make sure that that you continue the great success you've had at Wembley, and it starts come Saturday.
Let's look at your players then. I'm trying to think back to last week. Did you pick up injuries that you may have picked up in that game? Have you got any injury concerns ahead of this weekend?
No, we've got a clean bill of health. Everyone's sort of picked up again. We've had, as I said to you, we've had another good strong week on the training ground. No problems at all. And it's I think the Dan Rowe, he's sort of 3 or 4 weeks into the club now. You can see his game improving week by week. Mork, Sean Newton, I think them three midfield have been really, really good last week, and they had to be. And hopefully we'll see the benefits come this Saturday.
You had the reserve game on Tuesday, Wednesday during the week at Walsall, a heavy defeat. Did anyone push their claims from that to put their hand up and maybe say, I want to be involved in this first team squad?
No, the answer is simple no. I think I think there's 1 or 2 people come out of it with good feedback. But no, it wasn't exactly what you want as a manager. But at the same time, it was a very young squad. And I think what you've got to remember, you're playing against a championship outfit, and I think we're Conference North. This is where we're at this moment in time. So you're talking what, 5 leagues apart. They had all seniors out. We had the majority of 16 to 18-year-old kids out with 2 or 3 or 4 young pros. So it was always going to be difficult, but equally you still take defeats very, very badly.
One of the players that did play is Sam Wilkinson, who's come back from his loan at Boston. Where is he at the minute? Is he available for selection? Is he going back out on loan somewhere?
He's available to go on loan. He's available for a permanent move, and that's where we are, Sam.
Do you think that's going to happen? I think you mentioned maybe being interested in him in the past.
We've had 2 or 3 clubs on this week. He's got the opportunity to go away and feels right for himself, and he needs to get some football, and hopefully that'll come before the weekend.
Tyler Walton as well has come back to the club. Explain why you brought him back. So obviously he was signed by Jackie, then released and been brought back best part of a year later.
I think he's someone that we can work with. I think he's someone that he's got a great desire, hunger. He sort of fits what we're trying to do. I think that's really important, and I believe over a season that he'll play a part.
And I presume that if you've got 2 players, say one is Tyler Walton's age and one is 30, you're always going to give the young lad the chance.
Well, you need energy, don't you? I think you look at any team. I think you go back to Kidderminster, they're very energetic, athletic, get around the pitch, and I think our players are really getting there now. And Tyler, Sean, Mork, Hamza, Parslow, the fitness levels, the tempo of the session. And I'm sorry if I keep banging about these things, but this is football. This is what it's about. And I'm sure as we're going forward, the performances will be backed up with that.
Oh yeah, it's vitally important. I think it's one of the biggest criticisms that everyone had about what's maybe gone on here in the past. Tony Norman as well, you brought him in as a last minute sort of thing, I suppose, last week ahead of the Kidderminster game.
Yeah.
Is he here again now?
He's just in here this week, just helping me out. It was John left, overnight, and it was sort of, well, I need somebody in, so he's coming to do me a favour. I mean, he's got great experience. We understand he's played at national level and top Championship and Premier League level, so he's a very good person to have around the building. But it's only short term. There's no more than that.
Finally, the crowd on Saturday. We're not expecting the biggest crowd. We never do get at this stage of the competition, do you? How important is it then that your side, the motivation comes from within maybe than outside?
Yeah, we've got to excite the crowd. I do tell them come Saturday, and you're right, they always tend to drop off at this stage. This is the cup competitions, But you know, for those that are coming, you know, we've got to make sure. Well, listen, we will make sure that we are it, because you know, we've got to win this game for all purposes.
And you could do without a replay Tuesday.
That's definite. Yeah, you're right. You know, it's got to get done. You know, over the 90 minutes, and we've got to make sure that we go into the game with that mentality that we come to make sure that we win this game over 90 minutes.
And if it is tight going into the final 10 or 15 minutes, how do you play it? Do you go out and maybe risk losing to avoid the replay, or do you take what you get?
As I said, you don't want to get beat. It's important. You know, if it means having to go back Tuesday night, you go back Tuesday night. You know, my mindset is about Saturday first and foremost. But you know, I'm never one that wants to lose a game. You know, and if it takes 94 minutes to get the winner to see the game through, you do that. So yeah, it's all about winning.
Great, thank you.
Thank you, lads.